right. So the whole goal here is to be able to create a business that's going to allow for you to win. So that's what we're going to discuss here tonight. I'm going to keep it high energy. So if I get too loud, y'all, please let me know. Because when it comes to business, real estate, and money, I love talking about it. So please bear with me here. If you do not know who I am, for the friends that may be on the call, my name is Tashawna Nicole. And over the years, I've been known as the woman that developed businesses, right? But first, I'm a woman of God, a wife, and a mother of two, the founder of our newly wealthy women network, where we are helping women be able to begin start real estate investing and learning how to put that together so they can earn 4 to 5 figures per month in terms of real estate. I'm also the founder of Pumps and Profit, which is my baby that has been around for over 10 years now, where we do business development and marketing automation services. And with my husband, we both own Riches Realty and Investments, where we invest in properties, real estate, as well as businesses. So in 2007, I got to give you this little blueprint right quick, just so that you'll understand where I'm coming from in terms of business development and the whole scope of it, right? So in 2007, I started working with small businesses when I was just an undergrad in college. So I learned marketing, business development, operations, branding, and we was working with small businesses, allowing them to not only be established, but to allow for them to grow. And so during that time, I learned, as well as taught other business owners and implemented in their businesses high growth business strategies and principles. These same principles I not only implemented in my millionaire mentor businesses, but also in my own, and as well as solidified my relationships with my mentors and helping them with their clients as well, with structuring their businesses and their brands. In 2013, that's when I really started getting more in depth into the real estate industry. And I started out as a loan officer, and I quickly progressed to becoming a processing manager, a financial manager. And now today I am a mortgage broker. If you know me, you already know I am on a mission to help CEOs and founders with children, because I also have children, so I understand. My goal is to help you create an automated sales process in a business that produces the cash flow you need so you can free up the time and be with family. So first, I gotta shock you, right? Because this is true statistics, and it's something that we have to realize in order to get past. 82% of businesses that are established fail. And the main reason why they fail is due to cash flow problems. Now, the extremity of this is very important because small businesses in the US account for almost 50% of the economic activity. So if you think about that, almost half of America is a small business, or have, whether they're doing it part-time or full-time. And in general, 86.3% of those small business owners are earning less than 100,000. So if you think in terms of, if you do have a 9 to 5, how much are you making right now in your 9 to 5? Are you making 100,000? Are you making 50,000, 20,000, 30,000? You know that number, right? So just imagine a business owner that works just as many hours as someone that has a 9 to 5. They also are earning less than 100,000. And so sometimes as a small business owner, if we are not conscious, we will find ourselves working below minimum wage. But the only reason why we all started business is because we want to win, right? We want to be able to have that ultimate financial and time freedom. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about how business funding and business credit can allow for you to be able to free up your own credit score so that you're not being affected and that your business can be able to grow. And before you even get business funding and be able to put yourself in position, you want to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And so you want to be able to win, especially when you are in alignment to get business funding and business credit in order to grow. So think about it. You want to experience this financial freedom. It is more attainable than you may think. It really is. And you can be able to get your time back if you have a strategy, a plan, and confidence. I promise you, those three things will allow for you to be in position for financial freedom. This is not fluff, literally a strategy, a plan, and the confidence to make it happen, right? But it all starts with changing your mindset and shifting your habits first. Because oftentimes when we are in school or if we're working for someone, we are being shaped and molded into the best employee we can be. But as a business owner, you're no longer an employee. Now you're leading employees. Now you're leading a vision that you see that you want to allow to become in fruition. And so changing your mindset is going to take time, but it's going to be worth it, because that changing in your mindset is going to allow for it to affect your habits, and your habits is going to change what you do daily. And that's how you're going to begin to see those results in your daily life and be able to see that financial freedom. So the premise here is don't run your business like a job. You understand that you run your business like a job right now. If you have a business, for all my business owners, raise your hand or put a 100. If you wear all the hats, right? You're the technician. You're the one doing the job. You're the one completing the applications, talking to the customers. You're the one doing customer service. You're the one doing sales, right? And then you're the manager. You're managing and overseeing the day-to-day of the business, making sure things are getting done, making sure leads are coming in, right? And then you're the visionary. You see the CEO position, right? You see where you want to take the company, and you see overall what you want to do, and you're leading as well. And maybe at this position, you're leading yourself. But the goal here, when it comes to business, is that we don't want to be wearing all of these hats. And so you have to be able to position yourself to go from technician to manager to visionary, because all those other positions, you should be able to put in processes so that you can hire people to take over the very thing you do not want to do. So in order to change that paradigm of your business, and so you can have more peace, think like an investor or enterprising business owner. So if y'all ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad or Robert Kiyosaki, right? They have this series. It's called the Cash Flow Quadrant. I read this book way back in college. Never knew that it really made, at that time, I was doing business, but I was reading it because I knew there was something more than just working a 9 to 5, right? So in this cash flow quadrant, they have a left side and a right side. On one side, they have self-employed and employed, which means you're basically running your business like a job. And oftentimes that's where we as sole proprietors will find yourself, because you put yourself in a position where something may have happened financially, where now you need to be able to make more income. So you started a business so you can make more income. However, you may have not changed your mindset so that you can make the transition. So you're running your business like a business versus a job. And so usually under that self-employed and employment, you are all those hats, but also the business owner. But on the other side of that spectrum, where financial freedom lays, you have the business owner and the investor. And the biggest difference here is, as a business owner, you have systems in place and automations in place that allows for you to be able to be in your zone of genius and allow for everything that repeats itself in the flow itself to back you up, right? So if it's backing you up, your systems and everything that's backing you up, allowing you to push yourself, what's the one thing you're going to focus on? Because everything else is in place. Sales. right? So now you're able to focus on that. And we're going to talk a little bit more on what that looks like. So the difference between self-employed and business owner is a system and have those automations in place. Now, when it comes to an investor, which is our main goal, right? We all want to be investors, because what investors allow for us to do is our money is now making money for us. And that way, my friend, we're putting ourselves in position to allow our money to work for us, which gives us that financial freedom that we've been looking for. And so once you start framing your mind around processes, systems, and making my money work for me, as you continue to do that, no longer are you having to put in so many hours to make a sale or put in so many hours to generate leads, because now you're thinking like an investor and an enterprising business owner. So here's the thing. One of the things I've noticed over the past over 10 years from working with small businesses, being inside them, helping building them, is that you have to play offense and defense. All right. So we're going to think about this like a football game. If you think about it, you got your offense side, you have your defense side. Then you got your middle where the ball is, right? Well, quarterback holds the ball, but y'all get what I'm saying. So if you have both of these sides, usually in a football game, they're going against each other. But in business, they are going with each other and they are helping each other, right? So your offense side, this is your front end. This is working in your business, right? So if you're working in your business, you may be more focused on short-term results. Let me manage my business day to day. This is you not only just managing your business day to day, but servicing clients, creating new projects, hiring team members, presenting products and services, putting up content, right? So you're working in your business. Oftentimes, as small business owners, this is mainly where we are, working in our business. Why? Because we got to make some money, right? So that we can be able to get that business funding to allow for our credit score, put money towards our credit score to allow for it to raise so we can go get more funding, be able to put our business in position to be over $10,000 a month so we can access even more in scale. And so, yes, our mind is there in terms of, hey, I need to make money. I need to make money. And so we're thinking in terms of working in your business. There's 4 main things that you're going to be doing: connecting with customers, developing products, qualifying leads, and sales. And this right here is focused on the short term. So if you think about it from a business aspect, right? Randy talked about how SBA is going to look at your tax returns. If we think about that in terms of short-term results, where you're thinking, okay, I got to make sales because when I get my taxes, I got to pay taxes, I got to pay expenses, I got to pay all of these things. So I need to make money, 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 money. That's short-term, right? So okay, I got to bring in these sales because when Randy go looking at this and SBA go looking at this, they want to see some money or they want to see something is being built, a business and not a hobby. And so as a small business owner, we're so focused on this one part, but we're forgetting the other part, the defense. This right here is your freedom system by being able to work on your business. So let me explain. Working on your business is your long-term strategy. My thing is, if you were deciding to plan something, right? Let's say you're launching your business, you're doing a launch, and your launch is scheduled out for November, right? Long term. That's not even really long term, but we just use an example here, right? November is planned out long term. Well, I know backing it up, well, it's about to be March. Well, I need to start driving brand awareness. I need to start, after I drive brand awareness, I need to make sure that's also bringing in leads. I need to nurture these leads. I need to, once these leads are being nurtured, now I could be able to sell to them, right? A long-term strategy versus a short-term strategy is I need to make some money. Your long-term is based on the planning of the business. How do you plan to grow? How do you plan to use investors' money? Because they're going to want their money back. You're going to want your money back, right? Everything that you invested in your business, you want it back. So what does that look like? And how are you going to do that? So one of the things that I love is a business plan. This ain't something that, is just a one and done type of thing. This business plan is a living document. So if you take this living document and you plan out your finances, you plan out your business, this is how I'm going to take my customer from point A to point B. This is the type of leaders I want in my company. This is what I need on the back end to support bringing this client in on a loan application, but I need them to be nurtured in the back while I'm finding the program that best fit them. So all of this is encompassed in your business. And these are the moving parts that I think a lot of business owners get lost on because it doesn't seem like it's going to bring in the money right then and there. And it's not. It's not made for that, but it's made for you to be able to put yourself in position so that you can drive growth and ultimately free that time up. Because if you know where you're going, then you can be able to take the steps back in order to put everything in place and know what those short-term goals are. That's going to still allow for you to hit those long-term goals as well. So this is going to come down to your planning, having your systems, your processes. So let me clarify what this is right quick, okay? Your system is basically, okay, I have, Travis is interested in my financial workbook. He signs up for my financial workbook. It is free. The email that's going to send that to him is automated, right? So that automated email, which means he receives it without me touching it. I set it up one time, he receives it. Well, the system that I have in place is my email automation. That's a system I have in place that's backing me up and supporting my short-term goals so I can make a sale. And so those systems is going to back it up. And the process, like I said, taking your customer from beginning to end. What does that look like? What do you need to support you at each stage of that process? And so as you think about this in terms of what do I want my business to look like? What do I not? Yes, I want to make sales and I want to talk to these type of clients, but what I need to do on the back end to make sure I have the leaders in place? What I need to make sure that if I bring someone on, they're going to be trained properly and can handle this. Because if you look at any corporation, I don't care if it's McDonald's, I don't care if it's Best Buy, Starbucks, if Blaze Pizza, if you walk in there, they have a process that even you as a customer will follow, right? They're going to ask you, okay, what do you want? How can I help you? What are you looking for? Would you like to add this? Would you like to take this away? Not only that, those team members are high schoolers that are running these companies. Why? Because they have things in place from checklists to everything in place that regardless of who they put in that place can run that position optimally. So just think, if you want to be free and you don't want to always be running a business, you have to work on your business as well so that you can put people in place so you don't always have to be there. And so in the heart of all of this, from your long-term strategy to your short-term goals, research and development is at the heart of your business growth and at your business itself. Think about Blockbuster. All these years, Blockbuster was number one, right? As soon as Netflix came on the market, Blockbuster went away. Why? Because Blockbuster said, no, this is what our customers want. This is how we know that they're going to stick with us. Well, people aren't necessarily loyal to brands. They're loyal to themselves. And so as a business owner, you got to understand your customers and how they evolve, because we as people, we evolve. And so if you don't understand where your customers are leading to, where the market is leading to, where things are going and trajecting, and based on your own sales and your own customer base and things that's in your company, what's working, what's not working. Your business can become a dinosaur. So we don't want that. We want our enterprises to continuously grow over time. And in order to continue to do that is researching and developing not only new products, but yourself and the people that's around you, as well as your business and your customers. So instead of where business, just like football, your ball is going to go back and forth. You're going to go from defense to offense in business. It's not always going to be one of the main things, and this is all I'm doing. No, a system can break, you got to fix it. So that's the back end, right? So it's always, that ball's always going to go back and forth. So you always want to be learning, evolving, and growing, and allowing yourself to grow with your business. So the most important thing I want you to remember about running this play is that you need both sides to create time and financial freedom. So with both of them, you can create the stability and the scalability.